a.m., 12:43 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm XRP Future Millionaire T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XM and Future Digibyte OG. So, a few things we need to talk about. I've noticed all of YouTube is screaming that we're back in the bull market. Bear market's over, yada, yada, yada. We had a few percent rise here, some 10 to 15% on some things, about 6% in the last few days on Bitcoin. And it's over, right? Everything's over. And for the life of me, I can't understand some that just don't open it up to both sides. But I said yesterday, before this pumped up, that exactly what was going to happen. So I might be bearish in the short term, but I talked about the possibility of a small pump to a, not a huge pump, but at least like 10 to 15 to 20% if you're lucky in some cases. So I may be bearish in the progression right now, but I still thought there was a chance that we could make some profit. Whether or not you got in is not the point. It's just being able to map the charts out. So don't be hard on yourself if you're not in, but if you're paying attention to the technicals. So what's going on is I'm going to show you guys why you need to keep your head focused right now. We have 750 million in Bitcoin options expiring on Friday, and that's substantial, and you need to understand what's going on. So first things first, I want to start out reading a couple of these from UB2B, my meme genius. So let's go through this real quick because it is late. Will this get you to the moon? How this baby will get you to Mars, UB2B. Oops. Annihilate your uncertainty. Annihilate your fear. Annihilate your doubt. Find your resolve. UB2B. Brilliant. Brilliant. Right, Crypto FX. Anonymous FX. So thank you, UB2B. So I'm gonna play my intro real quick. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. We're going to look at the charts real quick so that you guys know what's going on. Then we'll play the intro. And then you need to read this option. You got to hear about the options. So, I mean, we're at this weird spot right now. We really are. Bitcoin, I mean, is it creating a head and shoulders? Is this the top? Is this about to come down on us because we've started to crash in volume on the 30-minute time frame? To me, it looks like we're about to roll over. I do think we can get to the next level, but we needed a daily close over 80 cents with XRP. And we closed at just under by like 0.2 of a cent. And now we're being capped, likely, our upside right here. So now it should trend back down. I see a pattern here. And it's not that I want to be bearish, but a lot of double top, enticing, right? But we probably wouldn't come down like that. We'd probably, if this fails, we'd break here first. Then we might dick around here. And then we'll come down and get back into this channel and then figure out what we got to do. But I see this coming down in the short term, at least to the 30-minute time frame. So expect a retest at like 76.8. See how it reacts to the 200-day and the 30-minute time frame. So we have resistance at 79.4 that is still holding up here. It did come up to our uptrending resistance line at almost 82 cents, 81.5 cents roughly. We've got underneath support at 75 cents. If we break back down through there, it'll break down through our descending resistance support line right now. As you see, again, these are time tested. It not only bounced over, it hit this descending blue line perfectly up to my next line. So you see how this plays out, guys? We know how to trade based on what my chart is showing you. It's a figurative and literal cheat sheet. Always has been, always will be. You just need to understand my lingo. And then you got Bitcoin. If we can get some volume, this very well could pull to the next level. You see we're on the top side of this, but it's just like with XRP. We've got to get some volume in, and right now the volume's showing decreasing fashion on these last 3, 4 candles that just came out. This is the 4th, and if it finishes, this is going to start to show you that we're probably running out of steam, and you're going to get one of these. So just be careful. It's setting up for a pour out, unless we can find some volume. So we got 44,864 if we can get up there as resistance up way at the top. But we're actually at like 44.3 or 44.4 resistance. Support 43,118. We fall through that 42,449. I'm actually a little more I don't even think that's going to hold, but we have obviously to pay attention to that. But that 30-minute time frame is starting to creep into a respectable area here to where it could come down here in a pretty quick fashion to that 42,500 range, 42,800. So just see what happens here, because we're definitely creating something here. Would you expect it to come down here and retest if you were going to swing up? Absolutely. You'd expect it. You could get a little something like that too, but most times like this, you would get a retest on the 30th. Although the 30 is way down there, that's the thing. So, what's our closest average we got here? Maybe the 1 hour? Yeah, okay. That makes it even easier for us with Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. We can use the 1 hour time frame. We won't even have to come all the way down to the 30 to make up our mind. Hold on one sec. Okay. So what I mean is, in the 200-day, the 1 hour time frame, that's what we're at. We're either going to break down through that 43,118, or we're going to continue on our journey. So right now that needs to be, right? That needs to be your utmost attention, because if it breaks through this, we're likely coming down to the little shoulder here, and it'll just be a head and shoulder pattern that has quickly developed itself in front of our very eyes. So that's what we need to pay attention to. That's what we need to watch out for. So I hope that helps clarify things just a little bit. Let me play this intro so that we can get to the reading. Okay, make sure to hit that like button. Consider joining Tom's Army for $9.99 a month so you can get the exclusive Telegram. In fact, it's my Telegram is the reason why I'm doing this update before bed. Seen a lot of questions, so I just wanted to put my input. So I appreciate each and every one of you. John's up right now talking. We got Ruby, CW, Steve, Chris W, Craig. Good evening, good early AM to each and every one of you. So, all right, let's get in this article, then I'll let you go. So this is about the Bitcoin options, excuse me, expiring on Friday. Data shows Bitcoin traders' neutral view ahead of Friday's 750 million Bitcoin options expiry. Derivatives data suggests that sentiment-wise, pro traders are still neutral on Bitcoin's price prospects ahead of Friday's 750 million options expiry. Bitcoin has bounced 11% from 39,650, low hit on January 10th, and currently the price is battling with the 44,000 level. There are multiple explanations for the recent weakness, but none of them seem sufficient enough to justify the 42% correction that took place since the November 10th all-time high at 69,000. At the time, November 12th, negative remarks from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, were issued at the rejection of VanEck's physical Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETF. The regulatory body cited the inability to avoid market manipulation due to unregulated exchanges and heavy trading volume based on Tether's USDT stablecoin. Then on December 17th, the U.S. Financial Stability Oversight Council recommended that state and federal regulators review regulations and the tools that could be applied to digital assets. On July 5th, Bitcoin price corrected again after the Federal Reserve's December Federal Open Market Committee FOMC session, which confirmed plans to ease debt buyback and likely increase interest rates. Regarding derivatives market, if Bitcoin price trades below 42,000 by January 14th expiry, bears will have a 75 million net profit on their Bitcoin options. At first sight, the 455 million call buy options are overshadowing the 295 million puts, but the 1.56 call to put ratio is deceptive because a 14% price drop over the last 3 weeks will likely wipe out most of the bullish bets. If Bitcoin's price remains below 44,000 at 8 a.m. UTC on January 14th, only 44 million worth of those call buy options will be available at the expiry. There is no value in the right to buy Bitcoin at 44,000 if Bitcoin is trading below that price. Bears might bag a 75 million profit if Bitcoin is below 42,000. And tomorrow that is. So here's what we have to pay attention to. Here are the four most likely scenarios for the 750 million options expiry on January 14th. The imbalance favoring each side represents a theoretical profit. In practice, depending on the expiry price, the quantity of call, buy, and put sell contracts become active varies. Bitcoin 40,000 and 43,480 calls versus 2220 puts. The net result is 75 million. favoring the put bear options. Between 43 and 44,000, 1,390 calls versus 1,130 puts. The net result is balance between call and put options. Between 44 and 46,000, 1,760 calls versus 660 puts. The net result is 50 million, favoring the call, the bulls. 46 to 47,000, 1,220 calls versus 520 puts. The net result is 125 million, favoring the call, which is the bulls. This crude estimate considers put options being used in neutral to bearish bets and call options exclusively in bullish trades. However, this oversimplification disregards more complex investment strategies. For instance, a trader could have sold a put option, effectively gaining a positive exposure to Bitcoin above a specific price, but unfortunately, there's no easy way to estimate this effect. Traders say Bitcoin run to 44K may be a relief bounce, citing a repeat of December's nuke, so that's what I'm saying. So bulls need 46,000 for a decent win. The only way bulls can score a significant gain on January 14th, the expiry, is by sustaining Bitcoin price above 46,000. However, if the current short-term negative sentiment prevails, bears could easily pressure the price down 4% from the current 43,800 or 43,800 and raise the profit by up to 75 million if Bitcoin price stays below 42,000. Consider that. Keep that in mind. Currently, options market seem balanced, giving bulls and bears equal odds for Friday's expiry. So that is fascinating, and that's some breaking news that you guys need to consider.